Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, as you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a hairstyling video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I style my hair, and more specifically how I style my layers. So a few weeks ago on my channel, I posted a hair cutting video where I cut my own hair and I cut my own layers. So now I do have a lot of shorter layers throughout my hair, and I do have like these face framing pieces as well. So my way of styling my hair has changed a little bit when it comes to like straightening it. Now I do sometimes still straighten it completely straight, but this style that I'm going to be showing today really accentuates the layers and it just makes your hair look a little more voluminous and kind of make it look like you just stepped out of the hair salon. And we're going to get into that whole routine. So if you want to see how I style my hair and how to style long layers, just keep on watching. So you guys have requested a lot of hair videos from me. You guys always ask me about my hair routine, how I keep my hair healthy, how I style it, all of that. So this is actually my natural hair. I never really blow dry my hair unless I have to be somewhere real quick, or if I want my hair to be like slick straight, I'll usually blow dry it. But I have some trouble blow drying my own hair. I can blow dry other people's hair, but my own, it's just hard to like get it all even and stuff. So usually my mom helps me out with that, but most of the time I just let my hair air dry. So this is my natural hair. It is pretty curly and wavy and kind of crazy, but I'm gonna be showing you guys how I get it from like this to a nice styled look. So I'm just gonna start off by brushing out my hair. I just like air drying it. It's a lot healthier for your hair too, and to me it just saves a lot of time if I just go to bed with it wet and in the morning it is dry. And if it is still damp when I wake up from sleeping on it, I'll just take a blow dryer and quickly dry out like the back or something. Now sometimes sleeping on it wet can cause like kinking and stuff in your hair, but honestly I don't really mind that because I just fix that with the straightener. And I love using the wet brush on my hair because my hair is super tangly, and especially if you have curly hair, I don't brush my hair out wet unless I'm blow drying it. But especially if you have curly hair and you like to brush out your hair wet, I would definitely recommend getting a wet brush. It's literally game changing when it comes to brushing out your hair. And I'm gonna take some of this keratin mist from Chi. I don't always use this, but if my hair is looking like a little frizzy and from, you know, the heat changing outside, it's getting a little hotter, it likes to get a little more puffy. So this is a keratin mist and this will kind of help smooth it out. It is a leave-in straightening treatment. So just gonna spray a bit of this in. I don't always use this, as I said, but when I want it to be super slick and stuff, I will. So next is sectioning, and to be honest with you guys, some days I don't even section my hair. I just kind of, you know, take from the back and go, but I'm gonna section it for you today just so if you have thicker hair you can kind of replicate this. I have a lot of hair, but I can manage doing it in smaller sections. So what I'll do is I'll take these front pieces, not even like from all the way to the back, just the front, to get these out of the way, because this is where I have those shorter layers and those kind of front framing pieces. I will be using a slightly different technique on those top pieces just to give them extra volume and curl and stuff. So I'm going to be slightly curling my hair with the straightener today, not too much, just mostly the ends to really accentuate the layers in the hair. And I'm gonna grab my straightener. This is by the brand Absolute Heat, and I usually keep it up to 310. It's just heating up right now. I don't have like a fancy expensive straightener or anything like that. This one's like 50 bucks probably, and I've had it for a really long time and it's worked for me, so that's all I really need. I just grab from like the very back, so you can kind of see there, and I kind of take it to the side. And first I run the straightener like on the root to really get that root straightened. And then I go down. And as you can see, this is like not a layer in my hair. It's like the longest piece sort of thing. So I go down making sure it's all straight. And then when I get to the end, I'm just going to curl it. Like so, and it just creates a little curl. If you want to go over it, you can. Just don't go over it too much, because when you're heat styling something, the heat is what's going to create the style, and it cooling down is what's going to make it last. So then I throw it to the back, and I'm gonna let that curl just sit there and cool off on its own. Obviously you can take these higher up on your hair if you want a little bit more. I just like curling that very end piece of my hair just because it gives it that like freshly styled kind of look. So then I'll go again from the top all the way down, and you can obviously use a comb too. If you want to do more of a precise straightening method, I would definitely recommend a comb and kind of following it with your straightener. So on this time, I'm actually curling it inside, as you can see. So last time we went out and this time we went in. It's really just curving your wrist, and then I just throw it back there as well. So then I'll keep doing this, kind of alternating the way the curls go. And if I find that it's a shorter layer, I'll straighten from the top again, go all the way down, and start higher. Right, and then when we get to the front here, I do have some shorter layers. So what I'll do is the same thing up top, but then with the end of the straightener, I'll start curving that kind of diagonally first. So then we get an angled straighten. So then when I curl it at the end, you'll see it right here. So you can see that created more of a curl. So it kind of goes like this instead of going straight up. So I like to have this kind of a variation in the curls. I just think that looks a little better than having them all the same. This is totally personal preference of what you like to do. But again, here's a shorter piece. One of the shorter layers, and I'm angling it again, going down and just curling it. I'm gonna stand up so you guys can kind of see it. So as you can see, it just has a little curl at the end. This is just a go-to style for me. I think it's so easy to do, and this actually lasts longer in my hair, just because when I curl my hair, I do have to redo it the next day because I don't know why, but when I sleep, my curls get completely ruined. So I'm just curling the ends there. And then when I straighten it, again, in my sleep, it gets ruined. So this way, it's kind of like a mixed method, and then my hair still looks really nicely styled. I've actually been doing this for a little bit now, and some of my like family and friends have noticed and have been like, oh, I like the way you're kind of styling your hair now. So yeah, and the whole point of it is just to give you a bit more volume to the ends. Again. By the way, I was in the sun all day yesterday and I completely burnt my like arms and some of my chest. Wear sunscreen, guys. So here is one side completely done. And obviously, because we've just done the longer layers, it doesn't look like, from what you guys can see, it just looks like I've straightened my hair. But as you can see, the ends just have a bit of curl in them. And you'll see this kind of all come together when we do the top two. So I'm going to go repeat this exact process on the other side. And I'll be right back so I can show you how I do the top of my head. So the bottom of my hair is now all done. It's all straightened out. So let's do the top now. And at this point, you want to decide where you want your part. Mine depends on how I slept on it. Decide to go in the middle. I'm gonna change that up today. Move it to the side, just because I really want to show you guys how I style my bangs. I mean, I do it the same way when I have it middle parted, but I feel like you'll be able to see it better this way. And then I just pick out what I haven't straightened out yet. So again, I'm grabbing from the most back piece, and when I get to the front, I kind of slice vertically and I go down this way, again doing that angled thing, and I go away from my face with the curl, so it just creates a little curl in there. Then I'll do one towards my face to switch it up, but once I get closer to my face, I do them all away just to open up the face. So I'm gonna go down and then angle the bottom down and curl it. And that creates a perfect little curl in there. So as you can see with the shorter pieces, it's a lot easier to get that curl in there. And once I get even closer to the front, I'll start even higher. Just create those curls in there. I'll curl this one towards, because I did a couple away. And then these last few pieces I'll do away. So I just kind of switch it up, but I do like the ones closest to my face to be away. And then with this very front piece, I'm gonna start the curl even higher and curl it all the way through. Get a perfect little curl in there. So as you can see, those curls kind of layered on top of each other. And then as a finishing touch, sometimes I'll take this very, very front piece and start this one even higher. And I kind of put the straightener in here to give it some volume. And go all the way to the end. So, like that. And then you can even go through and kind of pick out the shorter pieces, like the layers throughout the back, and do the same thing with these ones. So that's kind of up to you how you style that. That's just how I do it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to leave out this front portion, the bangs right here, and the face framing pieces, and show you guys how I do that. And continue on, and then kind of let the framing pieces fall out of it a little bit. And just do this last piece. This little curl in there. And then we got the bangs. So with the bangs, I like to start a little higher and kind of curl them like this to give a bit of volume. Then with the end, I don't actually curl it in. I angle the straightener again diagonally and curl them out and pull them towards the back of my head. Don't want them to look straight like this. Curl them up like that. See that? And then when they lay there, they kind of frame your face, and you can kind of follow this into the hair by doing this all the way down on that front part. So it all kind of waterfalls, if that makes sense. So then I let the hair cool down, and you can kind of mess around with it, play around with it, see what you kind of like. And as you can see, that just all kind of created that waterfall effect. It opens up the face, the hair is styled, and it didn't take very long, and it's a really easy technique. So what I like to do now is put some oil in it. This is the Chi Silk Infusion. This is my absolute favorite hair oil, and a tiny drop of this goes a very long way. So I just take a little bit of this. This will just soften up the hair, make it smell amazing too. Makes it look a little more shiny. So I just put a slight amount of this throughout the hair. Then next, I'll set this all down with some hairspray. I'm going to use the xoxo one. I'm going to be using it on my roots. So I'm just spraying a little bit and just brushing down these flyaways. Little baby hairs too. And then I'm going to do just a light hand of this. This stuff is really, really strong. So just a light hand of the hairspray just to kind of hold the style in. And you can also add some teasing in this if you want it to look a little more voluptuous and stuff. To make the curls really kind of follow each other, I'll just kind of twist the hair. And that kind of does the trick for me. So yeah guys, this is the finished hairstyle. This is what I've been doing lately. It's so easy, and I just love how it frames my face. I love how the hair falls, and it's really easy to do. And the next day, all I do is kind of touch up this front area right here, because the rest kind of stays intact. So I really like that about this hairstyle. I know I don't do many hair videos here on my channel, but I'm kind of trying to switch that up and do more. If you have any requests or suggestions, leave them down below in the comments like always. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and make sure to also turn on my post notifications so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And yeah guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.